Tell your friends, tell your family, this is Snowphy.
Please don't tell your family.
Dude, I'm gonna keep saying that because everyone should tell their family, okay?
No, please. Begging you. Just let this guy alone.
I still don't understand.
Don't actually do that. It would be pretty sick if people watched.
Shoot, I have to tell people I know that listen. Mostly CJ.
If people in my life found out that I do this, I would immediately die. Immediately death.
So how's everyone's day while we're setting up?
Sorry.
Twilight movies, just to remember how bad they were.
What?
I rewatched all the Twilight movies just to remember how bad they were.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I was bored!
I've never watched them once, and I don't plan to, because bad.
No.
No, they're just terrible.
Okay.
Okay, I found my pen. Sorry I was going to the bathroom, but I had a massive Twilight phase in high school. Not surprising to anybody.
I did too.
I'll be honest, dude.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say is, Bella, where the hell have you been, Loca? Worst line in the movies. Actually, in the movies. Not just a meme. Hey, fucking put that in a film. We should have a segment called They Fucking Put That in a Film, and it's just clips of Twilight.
Well, I mean, I have one that's not Twilight.
Oh no.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
I'm gonna lie, thought he was gonna say supercomputer again, even though I just heard him say Suicide Squad.
What the fuck?
Richard?
The fuck, guys?
Alright.
Please pretend to have some faith in me.
No.
Fuck, bro.
Not even a little bit.
You stupid computer this out, bro.
Yeah, you can't live off supercomputer for a few months and then expect us to forget.
It's like the nut button all over again.
It's like that Call of Duty meme. It's been 8 years, and you start to forget what you should remember.
I'm just gonna keep drawing, but I am streaming now.
Oh. That's it. I remembered.
Remember, you remember?
I remembered.
Remember?
Alright, did remember. Okay. So.
I'm gonna let you know right now, I get distracted when I'm drawing, and I'll start talking with my hands, and there'd just be pause, and I'm really sorry. In advance.
That's okay. Welcome to whoever's watching. We're just getting set up, and I have food in my mouth because I'm an awful host.
Ooh.
You're so professional, holy crap.
Dude, I actually only had some food recently.
I haven't eaten today.
You should.
You should try.
You should stop being right all the time so I can just self-destruct in peace, honestly.
Nope, not allowed.
At least they're nice to you about it. They find out I haven't eaten and they flip shit.
Well, yeah, because you should be eating, honey.
At least he doesn't randomly send me money anymore when I mention food, so that's progress.
Yeah.
True.
I did just spend way too long telling him he can't spend $100 on Genshin, though.
Yeah, but then I can't spend any money on Genshin, which is not fair.
You did already.
Yeah, it was $10, which I spend more in the morning. I was like, it's $10. What's $10? What's $10? $10 can't even give me food.
Dollars.
He says when it's a week from now, and he's like, I've only spent $10 every day.
To be fair, I think every day I would probably spend, like $20?
Yeah, on food that you need.
Yeah, every day I spend like $20. And then if I need gas that day, then $70.
Every day we stray further from God.
We really do.
We do, yeah.
I think God is boring.
Bored.
No.
Well, I don't trust you,
want to
Nick.
record us.
Can I do the intro? No, I'm kidding. I don't want to do that.
Nope, you gotta do it now. You offered.
There's
No, I would like
don't
to
act like that.
please let me disclaim, I have not slept in over 24 hours. This is going to be a disaster. And I'm sorry.
But someone else besides me do the intro this time.
Oh, what's up, gamers?
What intro do we usually do?
I don't know. Make one up. We're recording now, so.
What's up, gamers? It's the SNOFHY-P podcast coming at you live from down the street from where you live. Guess what? We're here. All right, welcome.
Welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I did steal that from a YouTuber.
Dude, it's
Thomas Sanders.
Yeah, sure. That's not. It's stolen from like several times from Thomas Sanders by this point. But anyway, we are recording in a dingy basement near you, and also streaming it from there. That is my intro.
If you hear noises in your basement, don't worry about it.
Nobody knows.
Don't worry about it.
If you hear noises in your basement, don't worry about it. We're just getting a little rowdy.
Like, unless you are legitimately concerned that there's someone in your basement, then please check it out.
Then maybe worry about it.
Maybe worry about it, just a little.
Not live on stream, please.
So, just maybe worry about it just a little bit.
No, if I
Well,
had someone
actually,
in my basement, I'd take you guys with me because everyone who's ever seen my basement hates it.
Yeah, 'cause it's awful. It's awful down there.
It's haunted and gross.
No, you know what? It reminds me of Pontiff Televan.
Is it damp? Sorry.
Yeah. My murder den is down there, obviously.
Oh.
you just confessed that live on stream.
Yeah, because as the one person who literally cannot say mean things without freaking the fuck out, I definitely have a murder den.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all been a front this entire time.
As the one who hurts my own feelings when I yell.
Yeah.
Same.
As the one who hurts other people's hearing when I yell.
Like,
Yeah, but you're not allowed to yell.
Yeah, I know. No one wants me to
Nick
yell.
yelling is genuinely scary.
Yeah, it is. It's terrifying.
I've heard it twice, and it's the exact type of yelling that is terrifying to me.
There was the one time both of us literally had to leave because he yelled.
I believe it was one of those days where I was playing a fucking Dragon Ball.
Yeah, like chucked the controller.
Both times that I heard it were during Dark Souls, which is a pretty safe environment for me to be in to hear something that isn't great mentally. So it wasn't horrible, but not awesome. If that makes sense.
It was not very cash money. One might say.
Cash money.
Very not poggers.
Not
Pog.
very.
It's not very pog champ of you, bro.
We did one shot a boss that day.
I think it was Pontiff or Dancer.
It was probably Pontiff. I think that was Pontiff Day.
We did one shot Pontiff. I know we did that for a fact.
That is
First try. Wait a minute, one shot means we defeated him in one attack. We first tried Pontiff.
Yeah, it was the first attempt of the day. We went in fresh and clean. It was really impressive, and I'm still not really sure how I did it. I haven't been able to do it since.
I was wearing my lucky pair of underwear that day.
Oh wow, that's definitely the reason.
Yeah, definitely.
And information that we needed to know.
Yeah, and is now on the internet.
Hey.
Nick, are they lucky as in you never wash them, or lucky as in
No, just they're one of my favorite ones. So I try to wash them and keep them as clean as possible.
At least they're clean. I mean, I'll
Why would they not be clean?
Because there's people
Have
that
you
do
met
that and
men?
they're horrid.
you're a gamer?
Have you literally ever met a man?
You met my cousin?
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's gross.
Just call out your family live on stream, that's cool.
If you don't fucking do your laundry, you're a fucking infidel.
Wow.
I don't know what infidel means. I'll be honest, for some reason, Jose Jalapeno from Jeff Dunham popped in my head.
Yeah.
Jose Jalapeno, but okay.
Not,
Who said infidel?
Ahmed.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Ahmed! I forgot Ahmed was a thing!
Yeah.
How can you forget about the best boy, who is objectively the worst boy, but is a good boy?
Listen.
Bro, we're gonna talk about how questionable
To
questionable
unpack.
comedy is.
We should not talk about comedy because I have thoughts.
You want to talk about how questionable some comedy is?
Specifically.
Like, not even just some comedy, like the concept of comedy in general has some really weird stuff attached to it, man. It's also
Awesome.
like rooted in some really deeply misogynistic values, which is great.
It also can get really outdated very fast.
Yeah,
Unless
absolutely.
it's Bo Burnham, then it's never outdated enough.
No, actually, have you seen OG YouTube content? There's a
No, I
reason
know
he made
there's
this
some of his old
problematic
stuff.
unrelated. It's not great. Like,
I've seen old like interviews with him, and they were kind of questionable.
this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I have seen every single piece of Bo Burnham like stuff that has been put on the internet like since he started his channel.
Same.
I watched every comedy special that he ever put out and most of his interviews. So, I read some of his poetry as well, but not very much of it because I couldn't afford the book. But, like, he has definitely grown and changed as an artist. But he started out in a very shock humor sort of niche on YouTube, like just to sort of make people go, oh my god, did he just really say that? And like, it was funny because you couldn't stop yourself from laughing at it. Like, you couldn't catch yourself before you laughed. But it wasn't, like, objectively good. Like, it was, like, the material itself was
Questionable.
questionable.
It was like,
Like,
I'll be.
he says in his song, like, it's problematic, you know? It was problematic at the time, and it is now. But, I don't know. It's like every comedian is like that, you know? I don't know of a single one who didn't start out problematic or who didn't devolve into problematic over time. It's just the way it is, unfortunately.
It's kind of a hard thing to get into without having that shock humor start, you know?
Yeah.
Like, comedy really leaves like no place for nuance, which is like one of the big things that he did kind of try and call attention to in Inside. And like, he tried to add nuance to a conversation for an audience that wasn't necessarily super receptive to it, which is why like there's such like a divide over whether Inside was good or bad, because like on one side of the bench you have like the people who came from his like very teenage boy oriented like shock humor type of content to the people who maybe saw what was like their first introduction to him, and then they were like into him for like the more like theatrical introspective type of comedy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't remember where I was going with that thought, but I got the whole thing out, so that's what counts, honestly.
Big facts. No, like, I got into Bo Burnham. The first time I saw him was his first like actual comedy special was Words. And then
Really good start.
afterwards, I saw like one of the like the quick stand up specials that Comedy Central had that he did a few of his songs. That was older, but like Words. I've rewatched Words. Everything is dated, but it's still like enjoyable. But I am a Bo Burnham fan, but I do also recognize that a lot of his old stuff is very dated. You know?
Yeah, I understand. Sorry, some kids came outside and started screaming at the top of their lungs for some reason. That was weird. But yeah, it's like, and that's like a whole other conversation to have of like whether it's okay to still enjoy content knowing that a creator used to be problematic or like even still is problematic today. Like, I guess if it's okay, can this be my topic?
Yeah,
Which
sure,
one?
go for it.
Like sort of the whole nebulous concept of whether it's okay to continue liking something after like a creator is outed to be
Oh,
Like- like separating art from the artist, like that whole sort of discourse. I kinda
yeah.
wanna get everybody's opinion if that's okay. If that's too deep, we can totally not do that.
I apologize. I had to leave. A sec. What's up?
Did you not hear my proposition?
I did not hear your proposition. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I was wondering if we could get into like the whole sort of nebulous concept of like whether it's okay to continue enjoying a product or an art form or something like after a creator has been outed as problematic.
I mean, it's not too bad of a topic. We can dig it.
Okay. I just like it has the potential to get kind of controversial, or like it has the potential to get extremely controversial, but I trust you guys and I don't think we're gonna get into that territory.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think anyone will kill each other over someone being like, yeah, I think art's okay.
Yeah. But like to relate it back to something that we have talked about a lot, we could sort of talk about the people who still listen to Travis Scott. What do you think about that?
Never heard of him. Never heard his music.
I have a lot. Not a lot. Mainly 3 songs on repeat.
Which ones?
Goosebumps, Sicko Mode, and I think another one.
Okay.
I've heard Sicko Mode, but I don't regularly listen to him. So I mean,
I know Sicko Mode exists. I know that's a thing, as the person
I
who
didn't know
knows
any of the
things.
names that you were saying.
I really only liked one song, and I'm not even really sure if like he was the one who produced it or not, but it was Upper Echelon. And it was just like because it's really repetitive and easy to clean to. But like personally for me, it hasn't been hard to not listen to his music because I didn't really in the first place. But like considering what has happened,
Aw.
do you think it's okay to still enjoy like his music, and like to take that a little further, do you think it's okay to still legally support him on things like Spotify and Apple Music?
so,
Morally.
morally, at the moment, no. But the biggest reason is he's using all of his funds right now, which he's earning from that stuff. Probably as
Yeah. We're getting
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, man. Yeah.
You're getting consumed by the ether.
Okay, hang on one
Need
second.
to eat. Sorry.
Casey?
That was a short wait. Holy shit.
yeah.
Sure,
If
wait.
you knew there was going to be no waiting.
I know, I wanted it to be like that quick.
Sorry,
Is that better?
Stop screaming.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I have to keep muting
sorry.
myself, so I don't know if it's that.
No, you're good. I can't stream and also like switch back and mute myself easily, and there's like a whole lot of stuff going on. Sorry.
Visual. If we need anything else, we can do something in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, what I was saying was, at the moment, morally, no, I don't think it's morally right to listen to his stuff still, because all of the money from that is going towards like defense for him from whatever the event was called. I forget the name.
World?
It was I forget, but yeah, it's
It's
going towards his
Astroworld.
defense.
Yeah, it was Astroworld. But like, that's a really fair response, especially with something as fresh as that. And the fact that that's really slimy, man. That's kind of makes me feel gross inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That somebody would do that.
And he's been continuing to use the support to do more bad things.
Yeah. I don't know,
I mean,
but like
I feel gross thinking of it.
honestly, it's a really scummy thing to do.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, it's his concert and him that, like, obviously needs to take most of the blame. Or a
Obviously.
majority of the blame. But I didn't know the whole thing was him and believe it was Drake. It wasn't just his concert and everything.
Yeah, I remember seeing clips that he had brought somebody else out on stage, and like he didn't say exactly this, but it was a very like witness the carnage type of vibe. And it just like it struck me as really strange when I saw it, and I wasn't sure if that other person was Drake like performing with him or if it was just a stage manager. Like I live actually under a rock, and I have no idea like what anybody, except for like a very subgenre of humans. So I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah, so, I mean, at least that's my opinion. Listening to him right now, without, like CJ said, pirating him, is just like,
Like not pirating the music, because that's, in my opinion, once you start pirating the music, that's completely separated the art from the artist.
real quick, we don't support pirating music. It's illegal. It's a big
No,
mess.
don't
do that.
I'm just saying, once that step has been taken, the art is separated from the artist. You are no longer giving them money. You are no longer morally like accountable for the artist's actions. You're morally accountable for pirating music, which is illegal. But
Yes, so
it does create a divide.
So don't pirate music.
Don't
No,
pirate.
no. That's bad.
But yeah, and that whole thing is still going on.
If you don't support a creator, especially a musician, there's like covers and stuff, I guess.
Support smaller artists that do covers. They deserve it.
Yeah.
There's so many.
But we can also, and we can also go like the YouTuber route. Like, as you may or may not be aware, Shane Dawson recently made a lukewarm return to social media after the little debacle that went down after Patty made a video, kind of, sort of, maybe like exposing him a little bit. I really don't want to get into this because I know everything that happened, like as far as I can know it, and it's messy. But
The whole thing is messy.
he had a very public breakdown on Instagram Live, and then disappeared from the internet entirely for several months. And he recently came back like nothing happened. Anyway, so both him and Jeffree Star still have a fairly healthy following on social media. And a lot of their fans, if they haven't straight up forgiven them, are just separating their content from the creator. What do we think about like a situation like that? Not necessarily specifically these guys, but like sort of like, you know what I mean?
I look back and see their content as problematic. Like, as soon as the whole controversy shit started, I unfollowed like most of the beauty community and most people that were connected with it.
The part that sucked the worst during
But
that
Garrett, I still follow.
Oh, Drew Monson's My Toe Cold. He was in some very old content around, I don't know, probably 2016, 2017-ish, with Garrett Watts and Shane Dawson. And from what I can tell, pretty great. Non-problematic king, from what I can tell. So, like,
Well, I listened to their podcast on Spotify. Him and Andrew have a podcast.
that's dope, and that's like a great Sorry, that's like a great way to move on from something.
Yeah, they don't talk about Shane Dawson anymore. They just go on with they went on with their lives. Like, it's good for them just to get away from that crap.
If we really want to get started on the like YouTube thing, we could take like a quick little dip, just a brief one to Onision as a topic, or we can continue talking about like I don't know, maybe it's like a director is bad. Can you still watch the movie?
Hold on, no, you can't say his name right anymore. It's just Onion Son now. We don't give him the respect of saying his name right here.
Onion?
I don't
Onion
know
boy?
any of the people we're talking about. So
You
I won't say onion.
Onion more? Boy.
Onion boy?
Onion
lad.
Is it okay if I do a very, as brief as I can make it, overview of the Onion? Not the, like, satirical news site, but, like, the Onion boy.
Give us the quick Onion lore so Sam can understand.
Okay, so basically, way back in the day, this creator started making content that was geared towards like young boys, and then it pretty quickly shifted into rating like underage girls' bodies and trying to guess like if girls were overage based on pictures that they submitted to a personal forum of his that had no age moderation, as far as we tell, allegedly.
Jesus.
But as this is a confession, as a former fan, I was on those forums.
I used to be a former fan too.
Yeah, there's no age moderation, and essentially, if you had any sort of like muffin or rolls when you stand up, he said that you are fat and you need to lose weight. Period. Like that is unhealthy. Period. And first of all, obviously that's not true. It's extremely body negative. I'm really sorry about it. But like it's very like body negative and not great, and like it caused a whole bunch of issues for young women and like even just like young people who had women's bodies. Like myself, I like to this day, like when I stand up, I have rolls on my back that I fucking hear his voice in my head. It's really gross. Anyway, so he pivoted into making really gross content, sort of just mocking the people who were calling him out for doing this stuff. And also at the same time as all of this, he had, I want to say it was 3 relationships that were very public.
Oh yeah, the girls, yeah.
Yeah, the girls and the boy currently, the guy. But so he was with this girl named Shiloh at first, and he was bad. Filmed her having like an absentee seizure or like some sort of memory loss event where she couldn't remember who he was, and she was very, very scared for her safety and scared that he was her. Hold on one second. Sorry. This should make the audio quality better. Anyway, but she, like, in videos would, like, she looked very uncomfortable, and, like, she has come out since and, like, said that, like, it was, like, a bad time, as expected. I really don't want to get into, like, the nitty-gritty details of it.
You don't have to.
Yeah. And then there was, I'm gonna say allegedly, even though there's proof, because I don't want us to get in trouble, but allegedly, I'm just gonna call him Greg. Allegedly, Greg started talking to his current husband, Kai, when Kai was 17, and Greg was in his late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, Jesus.
Or like I think it's like mid-20s. Either, it doesn't matter. Anyway, not only that, Kai was a fan. And Onision
Greg met him through, like, a tweet, I'm pretty sure. And so immediately, really, like, two really unhealthy power dynamics. And so that's still currently going on, and they have two children together, if memory serves. And then during that, they invited a third party into their home, and from what I understand, legally adopted a person. I am not recalling names. There was also, like, a third person in their couple, so that makes 4, like, public things that happen. But that, like, ended really badly. Onision slandered their name and, like, a whole bunch of other stuff and whatever. It was really bad. Anyway, this person that they legally adopted and were their legal guardians of, they kept in their house from the age of 16 until the age of 18, and allegedly, according to this person, on the day of their 18th birthday, Onision and Kai slept with them and then kicked them out.
Jesus
Allegedly.
Christ.
So, groomer behavior, allegedly.
Very interesting topic to talk about on podcast.
Yeah, sorry. But that's as brief as I can possibly make it, the Onion lore. There's also some stuff involving wetlands and, like, tax fraud and evasion and, like, a bunch of other stuff. But yeah. And also Chris Hansen, like, the Chris Hansen showed up at his door.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he called the cops, and the cops were like, "Who is it? Do you know who it is?" And he was like, "It's Chris Hansen." And the dispatcher was like, "Oh." Anyway, so yeah, that's Onion.
That was
The Onion.
the man.
The man, indeed. The sniveling rat, if you ask me. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Destroyed my body image and the body image of so many other children. And 100% in my mind only, definitely abused and groomed people.
Yeah.
That's like only alleged. But in my mind, I wholeheartedly believe it.
Well,
more awful people on the internet.
Yeah. But
Lawful children.
he also still has fans and still has people who support him. And morally, that's not okay. Because the content itself is problematic.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of stuff's definitely not okay. I'm more okay with, like, books or art pieces because that can be separated. This stuff cannot be separated.
Yeah. It's like if a really, like, political alignment you don't agree with author wrote a book about a political alignment that you don't agree with, you couldn't separate the author from that work. That's their beliefs. It's kind of the same situation. Sorry for the very long tangent. I was just trying to kind of delineate the line of when it's no longer okay.
Yeah, there's a difference between separating fantasy works from their creator and separating real life works.
Yeah, and a really good example of that is J.K. Rowling and, like, how the fans have reclaimed her work because, like, especially a whole bunch of trans kids read Harry Potter and were really affected by it, myself included. And, like, to find out that she's, like, a TERF is not great, you know? But, like, you can still enjoy the works and pretend they were, like, written by Dobby the House Elf or something, in my opinion.
Yeah, when it's fantasy, it can be completely separated. You can go, this author doesn't exist. All right, cool.
Yeah. And that's, like, another kind of a good thing to bring up is the people who bought Jeffree Star makeup and bought the conspiracy palette and everything, there were people who were destroying the palettes, and there were people who were painting over it and saying it was made by different people.
That doesn't do anything, guys. It's
Yeah.
all the people who bought Nike
Okay,
shoes.
before the
Burn
whole
them.
after the whole like the whole thing happened, like the day the launch happened, I was working and I was on a break and I was waiting to order it. I was there
I
on
had
the
money
page.
saved up.
Yeah, same.
I was
But
really
I-
excited. Like, I genuinely
I
was
didn't have enough.
wholeheartedly manipulated by those series.
I felt manipulated because I actually had Casey watch it with me.
It's like they really let a lot of people down, and I think like reclaiming the products and like rebranding them as having been made by somebody else is not only like not wasting product, but like it also allows you to use what is objectively good makeup without feeling guilty.
Yeah.
Because you already gave them your money.
Yeah.
No, if you already bought it and then everything came out, like, of course, use it and like do what you want. But if you bought it after everything came out, then
It's like the whole kind of dolls kill situation right now. Like, not great.
There was a video that I saw. This person did a reaction to it. Jeffree Star's like content is getting so worse because
Well,
okay,
yeah.
he literally went to a discount makeup store and saw their palettes there.
it was TJ Maxx.
Yeah, the TJ Maxx.
Specifically TJ Maxx, because Jeffree Star in a video, I remember this distinctly, I saw it, said, that's why your makeup is in TJ Maxx. Can't relate. Fucking eat it, bitch. Sorry.
Thing is, he's the one who distributes everything too.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew it was gonna
So-
be there.
He had to make the decision to take that L. And
Yeah.
I think that, personally, poetic fucking justice, in my opinion.
It is. But it was oh look! It's such a shock, like you didn't know? Of course he knew.
Well, like, I would understand if, like, it was maybe some sort of, like, manager or something that had done it, but from the way he portrayed himself in the docuseries and the way that he continues to present himself on social media, one can only assume that he is making the executive decisions. They all have to go through him.
Yeah. During the early pandemic,
The Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
I was just gonna say it, Nick.
The paleontology.
I used to follow Jeffree on Twitter, and he'd be doing these money giveaways,
Mm-hmm.
and I doubt anyone saw any money.
I mean, I wouldn't, like, unless we got a hold of some people who were part of those giveaways, I don't know if I'd be making a claim like that. But I would be willing to say, like, from the content of his character, it's a little iffy.
Yeah. And there were so many people begging. It was just sad.
There was
I feel like...
Go ahead.
Sorry, no, I have talked too much. Continue.
This was gonna change the topic a little bit, but there was a series a little while ago. It was Some Ordinary Gamers and CoffeeZilla on YouTube, and they're talking about some streamers and influencers who like they stream and like support the online casino things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they
They're just straight up gambling for children.
yeah, it straight up supports
Oh,
gambling
yeah.
for children.
The loot box sites.
And you can't actually legally do it in the US, so you can gamble a bunch of money and then never see it. So it's a whole
Ed Ash.
It's a whole big thing. But I'd watch their
Wow.
series because they explain it a lot better. But one part of it is that they were doing these giveaways from a company that was connected to these gambling sites, right?
Mm-hmm.
And allegedly, they were people who gambling sites or whatever. They weren't actually fans that were supposed to be getting them. It was like
Am I
people they knew.
the only one that Casey cut out for? Was that just
Oh.
me?
Yeah.
That was just
cut out a
me?
little
Okay.
bit.
Cut out?
okay.
No, I heard it too.
Okay, what cut out so I can repeat it?
It was just the like. It was just like one part went silent. I don't really remember. I'm sorry.
Then quick recap. Yeah, so they weren't giving out these items. Allegedly, they weren't giving out the items to actual people that like were doing these giveaway things.
Oh, so it was like all rigged back, so it would all go back to the people
Yeah,
doing the alleged scam.
yeah.
Yeah, the Ace family was doing that.
There's
Yeah.
there's been a lot of it.
Allegedly,
Allegedly, it's very illegal, especially in the U.S.
and that's not allegedly.
Yes, that's
That's,
a cold
like-
hard fact.
Cold hard fact. Actually illegal.
So was offshore gambling, which these people from the U.S. allegedly. No, actually, wait, it's not really allegedly. It's on their stream. So I mean,
Yeah, it's right
It's
there.
just gotta protect our ass.
allegedly, we're supporting. It's a whole thing. Also, another part was they weren't using their own money. Allegedly, they were getting money from the gambling sites to.
Even allegedly counter.
Change the name of the
Oh.
podcast to allegedly.
If anyone's ever watched Letterkenny, I'm really struggling here.
Yep.
I remember.
Oh no.
I'm really struggling to not talk about an ostrich right now.
I heard it was a sick one.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Basically, Sam, you gotta watch it. But for the whole first
I
season,
want to watch it.
and I think second season,
No.
They
there's
talk about how this guy fucked an ostrich.
allegedly,
Jesus Christ.
Allegedly.
but it's
And
a
it was
whole
a
I know,
sick
joke.
ostrich.
Nick keeps telling me to watch it, but this is the type of humor that triggers my secondhand embarrassment really bad, and I cannot.
Oh, that's
physically
fair.
watch
It is
or
a pretty
hurts
secondhand
me.
embarrassing show.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That is, I have told Sam to watch it, but it is not a show that she can watch.
Show though. So
Great, I want to
It's-
go back and finish it.
me too.
Yeah,
There's
it's the
like 9
part like
seasons.
it's the parts where you start getting to the, as they call them, like the skids, when it gets really secondhand embarrassing.
Ah, the skids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no spoilers. Hashtag don't spoil Spidey. But it came out today, and I've heard that it's
Now I've heard.
I've heard it's very good. People have been comparing it and saying it's better than Endgame's story. So
Now I've heard that it may be one of the best Spidey films ever made.
there's this person I watch on TikTok whose name slips my mind, but they
Is it Straw Hat Goofy?
no.
Damn it! Because I was
Mostly DC content.
Oh, is it that one dude? The dude, he did like the Batman Dark Knights trilogy. Not the Dark Knight trilogy. Like the Legend of the Dark Knights.
I don't know.
Like explaining all the different dark evil
He
versions
does
of
like
Batman.
cosplay and stuff.
Okay.
And
That's
like
well.
skits for DC stuff. But he said it probably made him like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, where he didn't before. So
It's apparently really fucking
my
good,
hopes are up there. So I just
dude. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
I don't
video.
care that you broke your arm.
A video popped up on my YouTube recommended.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Did not watch it because I don't fucking want to. It's not. I don't care. But it did seem to be a big spoiler about Spider-Man, and it did seem to be a scene that someone took of it and posted it on YouTube.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
Dude, don't spoil Spidey is still in effect. They can't do that.
Don't
It's
spoil.
been
Just
less than a day. Everyone calm the fuck down.
just let everyone experience it,
I might have to go watch it at some point.
bro. Casey, Casey. Sunday?
Skip
You guys
party.
have stuff you're supposed to be doing Sunday. You
But that's not till later.
Oh wait, hashtags. I'm just kidding.
Casey, to be fair, that's not till later. The party is until like 7.
We'll talk about after podcast, but
Because like if you find Casey,
I know the look you're giving me, and I'm giving it right back. I know. Like,
it's Sam's favorite look.
Exactly what both of you were doing.
I feel like I'd have to bring Celesta, or else she might kill me.
And I'll just listen to you after now.
But again, after podcast conversation.
Hang on, one joke first. We all go on my birthday when Nick can't go to be bastards.
I'll go again on your birthday. I don't even care.
Wait,
I really am sad.
I
really am sad that I can't.
Civil War.
Fucking
Just call it.
True. It's true. Sam did finish Civil War.
I did it.
It's a good movie, but man, is it just fucking long.
It is very slow, especially in the beginning.
There's just
because they try to set they have to set up a lot of stuff. So it's a lot, and there's a lot of talking between characters because it's a lot of like it's like very dialogue like very dialogue exposition heavy.
So
anyway,
who can explain NFTs to me? Just real quick question.
Okay, so do you know anything about cryptocurrency and how that works?
Yeah, I've been.
You know about
I know about
what a
crypto.
blockchain is and how it's like traceable back to one user and it's a unique code every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, so NFT stands for non-fungible token, and it basically means that you get a blockchain ID and a picture, and the picture is attached to that blockchain ID and cannot be replicated, and it is the only one in existence. So yes, technically you can screenshot and save the image of NFTs, but they are not associated with that blockchain, which is sort of like a certificate of authenticity. We could get into the ethics of like how fucking terrible they are for the environment and like how they all look like Picru Maker designs, but that's essentially what an NFT is.
Got it. Understood. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna elaborate on Pluto's topic from last. I almost said last semester, dude. I'm in school mode still. But from last podcast, talking about how Toei Animation is ruining everyone's
Please
life.
don't tell me they're doing NFTs.
Oh, they're not doing NFTs. That has nothing to do with that. Sorry.
Okay.
I was on Charlie's channel and he did a thing of it. But so the YouTuber who was fighting, what was his name?
It was Matt something.
It shows it at some point. Give me 1 sec. Sorry.
So this channel
Totally not Mark. Totally not Mark.
Yeah,
Apologies.
it was an M name, you know.
Yeah, but he was originally fighting, and he got like I think it was 19 of his videos back. You said, but
Yeah, it was 19. As of the last time I checked, I don't know if there's been any updates.
there might be more, but I can't really find any updates because he's going to stop fighting it. He announced.
Yeah, I remember watching that on a stream that Critical did.
Yeah, that's where I got the update. Yeah, so he won't be fighting it anymore, but other people are still fighting Toei on it because it's happened to other channels. It's not just Totally Not Mark's.
oh yeah, I've learned that it happened to a channel that I liked.
Yeah.
Well, I should say a series. They're just taking everything down. That's fucking like no.
Is it one of the Dragon Ball series you watch?
Yeah, it was one of the Dragon Ball fan animation series that was like fairly decently well done. They would put out an episode like once every year. They only had 3 episodes. Each one would get better and better and better. The animation, for the later one, the animation quality shot through the fucking roof. Oh my god, it was so good. Especially for a fan work, oh my god. And then I decided to check them out and be like, oh yeah, I haven't heard from them. And I was like, oh yeah, by the way, all of our videos got taken down.
That's because Toei Animation has started kind of attacking just a bunch of YouTubers again. And it's built off of, like Pluto said last podcast, they're not understanding and just fear of the internet in general as like just a place to lose their ass on money. Even though, as Penguins pointed out in his stream, they have fully, like, there's just full Dragon Ball movies and stuff, not licensed by Toei, up on YouTube that aren't being even touched. So, you know, it's just a lack of common sense about the internet and lack of care about other people who are just out here also trying to make money, you know?
Yeah, because if they're leaving those whole ass movies up there, they're absolutely just doing it to get at the fans who are trying to, have fun with this thing they love.
Yeah, and it's sad because this guy's channel, all he does was like do analysis of I think it's Dragon Ball and One Piece episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And he shows like small clips within fair use, and he's completely following fair use law, but because it's Toei and not YouTube striking him down, it's a whole legal battle, which is why he decided it's not worth it.
It'd be like if game companies did the same thing. They could take down the entirety of the game theorists in seconds.
But they have Nintendo.
I know they have, not as much though. Yeah. I know there's been a few.
Nintendo's the biggest one.
Yeah, Nintendo's just Nintendo.
Oh, Microsoft like has so much stuff up on YouTube. You can find like basically like a whole bunch of their games just completely uploaded. But yeah, it's weird. It's a lack of care and a lack of understanding that's rooted in just being old people, you know?
Yeah.
But there's that, and there's also an update to one thing I said while we were looking at games last time. Gotham Knights is a game, but also going to be a show.
Oh.
I believe it was on CW, but I can't find anything CW says about it, so trying to figure that out. But it's supposed to be a show and a game, and the game, I've been looking more into it, looks like it plays just like the Arkham Knight games, which would make sense because, or the Gotham Knight, all that stuff, the old Batman games.
Batman.
Because
the man of bats.
The man of bats.
It looks just like it. It looks good. I'm excited. It's been a while since there's been a good DC product out, so
I'm so glad everyone has something they're excited about right now.
Yeah, so that's the two little topics I had. Anyone else have anything?
Not really that I can think of, I'll be honest.
Oh,
I don't know jack shit about anything.
I don't personally play them, but the new Five Nights at Freddy's came out, so...
Oh yeah, it did come out today.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I learned about that last night because I was scrolling through Twitter, and I was like, why the fuck is Markiplier trending on Twitter? And I looked it up, and then he posted a tweet that just said, yeah, I'm getting to it.
The man knew. He did post a video on it today. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I do like to watch him play.
CJ just said he watched it, so I guess I'll have to watch it.
I guess we're watching it tonight, boys.
The more I go on in life, the less I like horror things, and just, I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, join the dark side, sir. I hate horror. I have all my life.
Yeah, that's why we watch Tremors on Halloween instead of scary things.
No. We watch Tremors because you're like, hey, I want to watch a horror movie, but I don't want to torment you, so we're gonna watch this. Don't get it twisted, honey.
Tremors.
It was a good movie. But I told you we can watch a horror movie. You're like, but I don't want to.
Yeah, because you said you were gonna feel bad the whole time, and I don't like that.
No, I didn't say I was gonna feel bad. I said I was probably not gonna be able to sleep right for the next week.
Says like that's better. I'm gonna fucking bonk this man.
Listen, it's just a nightmare. It's just nightmares. Either way. Anyway,
All right.
Anyway.
Since
horror is not good.
horror games, when Markiplier is playing them, though, top tier.
Dude, that's another. I like horror games, but I hate like watching like anything horror.
Maybe you can just have access to my horror games. I have a lot of old RPG ones.
Oh, not to get political, because it really won't be.
Not
a
to be
political thing.
racist or anything, but Asian people.
Babe, some of us have
Oh,
careers in
Abby?
our future. Shut up.
Or anything, but
It was a vine. I ran out of breath for the. There we go.
So, some online groups, including r/anti-work and stuff.
What?
Sorry.
Oh no, we're on Reddit.
Background. Remember the Kellogg protest, or
Yes, Kellogg's is still protesting because Kellogg's sucks a dick.
well, Kellogg announced they're going to basically fire everyone, or 1,400 workers that are protesting, and hire 1,400 new workers, right?
Ah, yes, because they can definitely just find that many people that fast.
See? So, r/anti-work and a bunch of others like it have started flooding Kellogg's application thing with fake applications
No.
as protests.
Oh, no.
And they've been like, taking calls for interviews and like wasting time and stuff, I guess. So they've just been wasting Kellogg's time to kind of like protest with the workers who are there. And it's really wholesome. You don't usually see the Reddit side and the Tumblr side of the internet come together, you know? So
Yeah. Usually Reddit does a bad thing. Reddit's doing a good thing. I'm proud of them.
yeah, I believe it's also like some Twitter groups and stuff, but I can't find their names, so there's that. Let's see. I haven't looked at chat in a second. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, that too. So Kellogg's, some Walmarts mostly have to put up signs. That basically, because of the strikes and stuff, they can't get enough Kellogg's product in, which means it's working. So they've had to not supply some Kellogg's products. Also, I didn't know about the bugs and stuff in their Pop-Tarts.
Did not, but
Wait,
I know
what?
my stupid ass family buys Kellogg's for their cereal, so I will pay attention.
Suspicious crunch. Bugs found in the middle school Pop-Tarts. Oh, is this just a thing?
Just bugs. It's
Hold on.
bugs. It's not bees, it's bugs.
Bees?
I give you your opening, do it.
Bees? I never did show everybody SourceFed.
They don't need to see it.
Yeah, so, it's coming up all over, but specifically one middle school, had that issue. And, I guess Kellogg's and their parent company are gonna investigate it, apparently, so.
It would make sense, because it would all be the same batch.
Yeah,
Usually
so
schools buy by the batch.
I believe it was, hold on.
There's a bee? I like CJ.
Yeah,
A
it's...
bee?
Jesus, that one's from 2007, I didn't know that was a thing.
Dude, alright, we said Pop-Tarts again, and I have to say out loud that I am just thinking about the poor boy who got suspended from school for holding a Pop-Tart, and he had
Wait,
taken bites out of it, and it looked like a gun.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
didn't
think
know
we
that.
talked about that before.
I know, but I'm just thinking about it again now. I don't remember if it was here or like on Ghost Stream or where it was, but I know it happened.
Okay, hold on. That article I read was from 2015. My bad.
Come on, Casey, you're in college. Learn how to fucking check your article dates.
So there's only one article I could find on it, but it might just be on a Twitter thing. And this is not about that. So it's possible, but yeah, that's allegedly for right now. The
More
bugs and
allegedly.
Pop-Tarts. More allegedly.
I'm gonna make a fucking another channel in the Discord, and it's just gonna be the allegedly counter because I don't know how else to do so.
I am gonna name this podcast allegedly. Just so you know.
You
But-
can't rebrand us allegedly.
Not the podcast. Sorry, the episode.
All right.
Yeah. Did anyone else have any other topics? We are over the hour mark. So. Oh, hold on. Update. People were tweeting at them too, and Kellogg's basically tweeting the same support messages. Of course,
As you do sometimes.
all their fucking staff is down making.
Yeah, they're
Pop-Tarts and
paying
Kellogg's
their
cereal.
interns. They're paying their interns to copy paste the same thing over and over.
Dude, can we real quick? Okay.
Yeah,
Customer
For the government, bro, I'm down.
customer support. All right, because this has to do with my previous topic too of the Toei animation stuff. YouTube and apparently Kellogg's, instead of actually addressing problems, they've been YouTube likes to send people their frequently asked questions thing instead of actually doing anything, which doesn't help, which is just great. So YouTube's customer service is awful, and now Kellogg's customer service is awful. Maybe the old people just don't know how to use the internet.
Maybe they just don't know.
Like, it's no, YouTube is in its own world of awfulness, and
They're on some wild shit right now, taking away the dislike button.
yeah, the dislike button thing. I don't. You know what? We're talking about it.
We're gonna talk about the dislike button.
We did talk about it before, but I'll talk about it again quickly. It's so dumb. All it does is help out people who want to post bad videos, like the scam videos and stuff.
Yeah, the scams. I was seeing people going against it because you can't tell the difference between if a tutorial is real or not now.
Oh, is there a Chrome extension to get the dislike button back?
Ooh, I want that if there is. Gonna go find out. I'll do the research.
Okay.
I say, and then my computer will probably explode because that's my luck.
Yeah, but YouTube removing that, they said it was to help prevent anti-bullying, but it's the same thing as, companies that delete after I think Google does it. If you get so many negative reviews, it just deletes them all after a while.
I have literally just Googled the YouTube dislike button extension, and there is multiple that pop up on the Chrome Web Store immediately.
Not that I support messing with YouTube's programming by downloading a Chrome extension, but okay, return YouTube dislike.
Yep, those are the ones I saw.
But if you want to see how many dislikes there are,
You can see now. Take
yeah,
a quick peek at those dislikes.
I think that's all we had, right, boys?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, so we will see you next Friday, hopefully on time this time. And I hope you have
Right. Next
great
Friday.
evening.
So,
I
it's
hope
Christmas
Nick
Eve.
sucks my.
Nope. This is important things. Next Friday is going to be Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's why I was sorry. I just remembered, but I wanted to get out before you. And it was next Friday.
I will not be here.
Okay,
Guaranteed.
I will be here,
I'm willing to do an episode still, just cause if that's okay with everyone.
but we
just
cannot
cannot be
do
here
Christmas
physically.
Eve. We cannot do Christmas Eve for the holidays.
You know what? I'm gonna give you guys the holiday off. I'm gonna be a good employer, unlike Kellogg. So we'll see
You
you guys.
say that like I was giving you a choice. I'm not giving you any choice.
See you guys not next Friday, but the Friday after. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah.
Nick, go ahead.
No, sorry. I just stuttered.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's what I thought. have a blessed holiday
Don't
season.
say it like that. That's
Why you gotta say it like that? Why you gotta say it like
I'm gonna
that?
put
Guys.
Casey in horrid jail.